Hare Krishna. Salik ji. I think I have to chant Jarada Madhava since that one is not coming. Jayarada Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jayarada Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Gopi Jana Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Yasudhanandana Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Kunjabi Hari Jaya Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Kunjabi Hari Yasodhanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Jaya Yasodhanandana Jaya Braja Janaranjana Jaya Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Kunjavi Hari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Radha, Govinda Radha, Govinda Jaya Radha. Jaya Radha, Govinda Radha, Govinda Jaya Radha, Gauranita, 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 Jai Gauranita, Jaya Nisingane, 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 Jaya Nisingane, Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada, Jai Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev, Nitagor, Haribo, 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 Guru Haribo. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Iskon Guru Vrinda ki, Jai Hare Krishna Mantra ki, Jai Sri Bhakti Sastri ki, Jai. Hare Krishna, can everyone hear me?
Yes, Prabhu, can hear you. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Okay, Hare Krishna. So we welcome everyone to today's session of the Sri Upanishads, which is a continuation from where we stopped. We stopped at mantra 2, and the mantra 2 generally talked about how living in harmony with the Isavasya principle benefits us. Then we couldn't complete squarely, but we almost completed. So there are a few additional notes I have. I will just read through it. Then we go into today's lecture, which is mantra 3. So we're talking about how the Vedic system offers multi-level spiritual life, whereby people are taken up step by step according to their level of consciousness. Yes. People are taken up step by step according to their level of consciousness. And that from wherever one is, it can connect. Yes. That from wherever one is, it can start his kindergarten or spiritual life. No matter who you are, you can start. And that the kindergarten of spiritual life is that we want material things that we don't know how to get them. So we should approach God. We want to bring religiosity into our material activities. That is the kindergarten. That from wherever you are, you see, because if you are engaged in material activities and you are so successful materially, it's like putting many zeros, because in the end, everything will be taken away from you. But to add God, to bring God into your spiritual life, to bring religiosity into material life or sense gratification, is to add 1 behind the many zeros. Because many zeros, even if they are millions, they are valueless. Okay? But when the 1 is behind it, then everything else becomes very valuable. So bringing that 1 behind, putting that 1 first, that is the advice. So wherever you are, you should put God into your activities. It is only when you bring God into your material life that material life will have value. Thus, the Prabhupada writes in his purpose, there is no harm in becoming a family man, an altruist, socialist, communist, nationalist, or humanitarian, provided God is in the center. You bring God, you make everything God-centered. See? And all that activities are executed in relationship with the Isavasya principle. And that is the God-centered conception. Here, the Prabhupada is setting an example of how we can encourage people to begin their spiritual life. See, a crucial example is when a devotee wants to, for instance, go into household life, and he meets another devotee, and the person begins to discourage the person. So that is not how it should be. Grihastha life is household life regulated by Sastra and Dharma. So it is an ashram. So using this principle, you can encourage the person to be regulated according to the Sabasya principle. Hare Krishna. So that is it. Another one is if you meet someone who is looking for God, first encourage the person to bring God into his house by regulated activities. Then when God comes into the house, he gradually becomes the center of the house. From there, he enters the heart of the person and brings the person to the temple. Therefore, there is progression in spiritual elevation. So without God, everything is in vain. But with God, we flourish. Okay? So this is the principle. Without God, everything is in vain. But with God, we flourish. And differently said, with God we flourish, without God we perish. Or the richness of God-centered activities is so rich that even a little bit of them can save one from the greatest danger. And this is Neha Bikramana Sastri, Pratya Vayo Navidyate, Swapam Api Asya Dharmasya, Trayate Mahatu Bhayat. That is in Bhagavad Gita 240 also. So in spiritual life, whatever we do, it will grant us eternal benefit. So even if you are not successful, you cannot complete your spiritual life successfully, you get distracted along the line. There is no danger because the result is absolute. You see, what is the greatest danger we are talking of? The greatest danger is to lose the human form of life. And Srila Prabhupada wrote, even a humble life with God-centered activities is more valuable than the colossal hoax of so-called altruism without any relation to God. So what makes life valuable is not its length. It's not how long we live that make life valuable, but the content of our life. It is not the length that makes life valuable. It is the content. And you can see that people like Jesus Christ, they live for 33 years, Lord Caitanya, thereabout, and many great personalities, they came, they live a short life, but a life fully God-centered. So that kind of life is more valuable than a long life of godlessness. So the whole essence of this mantra, that mantra too, that we should live in harmony with God, live in regards to Dharma, following the Isavasya principle. So that is it. And that Srila Prabhupada is very, very sensitive. Very, very sensitive. Yes, Srila Prabhupada is creating the foundation by which people can gradually come to Bhakti here in this particular book, Sri Isopanishad. Srila Prabhupada's purport is a masterpiece of gradually elevating people from Vikama up to Bhakti. Up to Bhakti in a very cautious and elevating way. So this is the point. Yes. Okay. So in a nutshell, the progression is that a person wants to enjoy material life. I will say, okay, bring God into your life by regulated activities. And these regulated activities, the regulated God-centered activities, they are called Karma Kanda. Then from Karma Kanda, you progress to Karma Yoga. From Karma Yoga, you progress to Niskamya, or finally Akama or Bhakti. So God is not the facilitator of my material life, but God is the goal of my life. That should be the approach. The more matured approach is that you don't use God as a facilitator or that supplier, somebody who has come to work for you. God has come to work for me. So it's working for me. Whatever I need, I tell him, then he gives it to me. That is my God. It should not be like that. And though at the beginning, the mentality is like that, but gradually purification will take place. Yes. Okay? You get the point? In devotional service, Bhakti or Akama Krishna, Krishna is performing pastimes in the spiritual world. And he is calling you, come and join me in my pastime. But at the beginning of your life, spiritual life, you are performing earthly material pastimes, and you are calling God, God, come and join me in my pastime, come and facilitate my pastime. But in spiritual life, God is performing his pastimes already, and he is inviting you, he's taking you. In fact, he comes to join you in your material life by the way of regulated spiritual activities, regulated religiosity, or material religiosity. Then it gradually take you into his pastimes. This is how it is done. The goal of Dharma is to take us from the material world into the spiritual world. Okay? So finally, it becomes that spiritual world or spiritual life is a replacement for material life. But since people are on different levels of evolution of consciousness, we first bring God into their material life and then gradually take them back to spiritual life, to the spiritual world. So this is it. Having said that, we move to this class that brought us to today's class, the beginning of today's class. Mantra 2, okay, it talked about the Savasya principle, how living in harmony with the Iswara benefits us. The mantra 3 is telling us how living in disharmony with Iswara can bring damage, can bring suffering to us. This is mantra 3. So let's recite the mantra now. Asurya namate loka andena tamasavrita tamste pretya vigashanti yeke cha atma anu janaha. Asurya namate loka andena tamasavrita tamste pretya vigashati yeke chatma anu jana. The killer of the soul, whoever it may be, must enter into the planet known as the world of the faithless, full of darkness and ignorance. So this verse is a warning that if one lives in a soul-killing way, without awareness of one's spiritual nature, without taking care of one's spiritual responsibilities, because one lives ignorantly now, one will go deeper into further ignorance in the future. So in this way, it's like a parent telling their child, if you do not study hard and you fail your exams, you will be humiliated and demoted further. You will live in poverty and ignominy. No one will respect you. Therefore, study hard. So similarly, if one doesn't accept spiritual responsibility or lives in ignorance of one's spiritual nature, he is bound to suffer. Go deeper down into the ocean of ignorance. So now, let's look at the purport. The purport so some call came to interrupt. The purport consists of 3 sections in 6 paragraphs. In the first paragraph, Srila Prabhupada is explaining Hare Krishna. Sorry for the interruption. This is why I didn't want to use my phone for class, but because the pictures are clear, I was advised to use the phone. And this is the result. Calls come to interrupt. So, who is a demon? Then who is a soul killer? And Srila Prabhupada elaborates on the basic message. The basic message is, in this purport, is to liberate the soul. Liberate the soul. Do not kill the soul. Liberate the soul. Do not kill the soul. Huh? Now let us look at the meaning of Asura. Asura means one who enjoys the body. One who enjoys the body. Who wants to enjoy on the bodily platform. One who wants to enjoy sense gratification. One who wants to live a godless, sensuous, materialistic life. Such a person is called Asura. And those who are devotees of the Lord are called Suras or Bhaktas. So Asura is not just a person. Asura is not just some people who have horns, who have protruded teeth, who have horns on their head. Asura actually is the mental culture of somebody. Asura is in mentality. Demon is in mentality, more in mentality. And as you can see, people like Duryodhan and all the people who supported Duryodhan, they were called Asuras. But in actuality, they were human beings. But their way of thinking, the mental culture of Duryodhan was Asuric. The mental culture of Duryodhan was Asuric, was demonic. It was advanced. It was motivated by envy, anger, malice, avarice, sense of possessiveness. So this was the mentality of Duryodhan, selfish mentality, godless mentality, and all those who are in that same mentality, they are called Asuras. Okay? Those who have demoniac mentality, they are called Asuras. Yes. Okay? So those who are conducted, even if they are human beings, once one is conducted by negative mental culture, is an Asura. So it is that negative mental culture that we are trying to replace with positive mental culture. Positive mental culture, God is recognized as the owner of everything and as the supreme controller. So this is the difference. Yes. In the chapter 16 of Bhagavad Gita talks elaborately about negative and positive mental culture. Chapter 16 of Bhagavad Gita. The first few verses talk about the positive mental culture, God-centered kind of way of thinking, while the rest of the chapter talk about negative mental culture. And that's why the particular chapter is entitled Divine and Demoniac Nature. So those who are conducted by the negative nature or negative mental culture, they are called the demons. So that is it. Okay, having said that, we will not waste much more time on it. We can go into the purport of Srila Prabhupada. And Kalkanapura Prabhu, are you there?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. I think we can do our grouping now.
Let's go.
And here we want the different groups to take charge of different paragraphs. We have 6 paragraphs here. And because the number of students have also increased, we want to create...
Prabhu.
Huh? Hare Krishna?
Please take time for them to explain your points so that they can put it down from the beginning to the end. So that not that when they go to the group, we have to see something to tell them. So explain all the points you want them to go through and let them write it down before we now put them inside the group.
Okay. Okay. So first of all, we want each group to take charge of a particular paragraph, 1 paragraph, not 2. Each group to a paragraph. There are 6 paragraphs. So if there are 6 groups, then of course, there have to be 6 paragraphs. They take charge of each of the paragraphs. Then when you go in there, since all the paragraphs are complementary, just extract the essential points from each of the paragraphs. Then you discuss it among yourself. Then, as we did last time, let a representative of the group present the points to the class. First of all, get a representative among yourself, somebody who will represent your group in the presentation. Then, if he misses out anything, you can compliment him. First about the reading will be 10 minutes. It will take 10 minutes for you to put your points together in the group. Then 5 minutes presentation by each of the groups. This is how we are going to do it. We have Yudhishthira, we have Bhima, we have Arjuna, we have Nakula, we have Sahadev. And we say if the students are enough, then we add Bhismadev. But I think the number of students I'm seeing is less, is far less. I don't know for what reason, because I was expecting that more students are going to come on board because we brought more people on board. But what we are seeing here is just about 14. Like
no,
half of...
we have 11 students here.
11, okay. That means less than half of the students are here. So then just put them into into 3 groups, and each group will take 2 paragraphs. I think that is more practical. Is that okay?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah.
You have 11 students. I think 4 groups is more than enough, so that it can be interactive.
Oh,
3 students.
Yeah, we have 60, we have 13 now. We have 14 now.
They are coming. They are only slow. So I think we should maintain the groups. Let's maintain the 5 groups.
Yeah.
If more people come, we create. If more people come, to 6. But for now, let us maintain the 5 groups. Waiting for the latecomers to form their group. So divide the class into 5 groups, Prabhu.
Okay.
Yudhishthira, Bhimasen, Arjuna, Nakula, and Sahadev. Each group should study
I'm doing that.
Each of the paragraphs. Yudhishthira, paragraph 1, Bhima, paragraph 2, Arjuna, paragraph 3, Nakula, paragraph 4, Sahadev, paragraph 5. The last paragraph is very small, so we can handle it separately.
Okay.
Then the group members will discuss the points. They should read it together. They should extract the points, discuss it, churn it until they make it into, essential concentrated capsules. Then a representative of the group will present on behalf of the group. The other group members can compliment him on whatever he misses out. This is how we are going to do it. So start.
Okay. I'm seeing writing out the names of the group. I just finished that one. So I want to assign now. So I should just randomly put people into groups, or you want to mention names?
You can randomly put them into group. Randomly.
I don't. Okay. Baulaswa, Bhavananda, and Bright. They go to the district group. Where's Bhavan? Okay. Some people are saying their internet is not stable. As I put them inside group, they come out. It's going to be difficult.
Advanced technology in Kali Yuga.
Damodar, Gopi Priya, and iPhone in one group. Okay. Then we go to Arjun group. Lila Sukar, Revati, and Stephen Govinda. Then you go to Nakul. Let me go back to Bhavananda, Isaac. Then let's go to Nakul. Okay, so we have 4 groups now, for the people here. And only in Nakul group, we have only 2 participants there. So when anybody comes in again, we can drop them inside other groups. Okay. So the thing they are going to do, is it understood, so that we can just divide them?
Yes, it's understood. Once again, each group will take a paragraph. Yudhishthira, paragraph 1, Bhimasen, paragraph 2, Arjuna 3, Nakula 4, Sahadev 5.
Okay.
Okay.
But there's nobody inside the group for now.
Okay, then wherever they reach, we continue from there. The 4 groups that are there, wherever paragraph, they take 4 paragraphs. and they discuss the points there and extract it into capsules for representatives of the groups to present. Then other group members can complement during the presentation. 10 minutes for starting the points and 5 minutes for presentation.
Prabhu, I've not been added to any group. Been added to any group.
You already added to a group. Don't worry. Once we divide the group, you'll find yourself inside one house. Bam.
Okay.
Bravo, just so you are saying something. Bravo, just you want to say something. Bravo, we are not hearing you.
Carry on. Divide them into the groups and let.
We had it as well. That's what I want to say.
Okay, Babu, you find yourself inside one group now. Now let's go. You just click on the button and join your group.
But Kavikanapura.
Yes, Babu.
Okay, it's okay.
I have to add master into one group. Jaman, go to Naku's group. You can go there, Jaman, you will see, go to Jaman. Assign Lucky. Let's send him to which group? There's nobody inside the group for now. So let us join there. Let us join Assign Lucky into one of the groups, Abi Prabhu, because there's nobody inside the group now.
Okay.
So let me put him in Najuma groups. Okay, I'll send him there. I'll send him to Aduna group. Osai Lucky, click on your button on your screen and join your group. Thank you. Osai Lucky, we are not supposed to be here. Join your group. Okay. So should I Prema Prabhu?
Yeah.
We remain only 3 of us, me, you, and Prabhu and Prabhu Saleka.
Okay.
So we can discuss elderly talk.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
All glories.
Salikji.
Babananda has come back. His network is throwing him out. Huh? Babananda, what is wrong with your network today? Babananda, can you unmute yourself? Hello, Babananda. So, Caitanya Prema Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
The way it looks, we have to join send Babananda to one of the group also, because we don't have anybody in Sahadev group.
Do so, please.
Okay, let me send him to Yudhishthira group. So Babananda, click on your button on your screen and join the group. Are you hearing? He has gone. So Prabhu, you have not discussed how many minutes they have, but it's okay. You can decide that.
Yeah. I said 10 minutes.
Should I make you call so that I can always go into any group where you like and talk to them? You know, like what you used to do inside classroom that time.
Yeah.
You can always go into the class. You can always go there
Tell them whatever you want to tell them and come out. Prabhu Salika, I'm the one operating this the break classroom. So if I'm not the host, I will not be able to do that. So for now, I can make you the co-host. Sorry. So Prabhu Salika, are you hearing me? Salika Prabhu, are you there? Can you hear me,
here.
Prabhu?
I'm
Yes,
here. Just hold on. Just hold on. I will explain to you when I'm done.
No, because I'm the one operating the classroom.
I understand you. Just hold on a moment, Prabhuji.
Explain to me what is going on now. There's nothing secret now. Just say, Prabhu, I'm doing this, so that is why I'm taking the host.
Just hold on a bit now, Prabhuji. Is it difficult to be just a few minutes?
I'm not doing anything now. You are the host now. Nobody is.
You are. I'm still hearing you, so that's I'm saying. Okay, just hold on.
No, I'm just asking that what is going on, so that like somebody already coming to the classroom now, I have to send him to the class to this group.